Hey, Avid leaders, welcome to another weekly edition of our Avid newsletter. Today, I want to share a couple catchphrases that you may or may not be familiar with. And I'm being vulnerable and sounding a little silly by saying some of them, but the bee's knees, groovy, um, cool, hip, that slaps. Those are all catchphrases from different generations, but they all kind of mean the same thing. Well, we do that a little bit in education too. We say kind of different things, but they mean the same things, and it can sometimes become a little bit confusing. And so in this short video, I'm hoping to talk about some overlapping basic concepts between AVID and inclusionary practices so that we understand when we say one thing that really we're kind of referencing this kind of same thing over here. The first thing I'll say is, AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. So we are helping our students become expert learners to build agency so that they can access these opportunities that we believe all students should be able to access. We do that through building skills and helping them develop relational capacity as they kind of matriculate through the system. Well, when we talk about inclusionary practices and universal design for learning, that all those guidelines, all those ways of accessing different content and providing choice for students, ultimately the goal of UDO is expert learning, learner agency. When we talk about culturally responsive education and those residencies, our goal is to help support educators in creating learning experiences that support students in connecting who they are, their experiences with this new learning. We want them to create these new levels of understanding so that they can be empowered without sacrificing parts of who they are. So you see, we're saying things like, groovy and bee's knees and that slaps. And they sound a little bit different and a little bit funny coming out of our mouths, but ultimately we're kind of saying the same thing. Well, my hope with AVID implementation is that we really simplify and we think about what are the strategies and skills we're all going to focus on. What are some strategies and skills that some folks will try out and then provide some feedback to the system so that ultimately we're supporting our students in becoming expert learners so that they can feel comfortable and confident and have that self-efficacy and sense of belonging as a learner that we would hope for our own kids. And by the way, if you do all these things, the new Danielson framework, there's a lot of crossover language between AVID, UDO, culturally responsive, and Danielson. So we're not asking you to do anything different there either. So again, we're going on this road trip together. There'll be more information as we go, but just keep in mind that we're saying a lot of the same things, and the hope is that we can start to identify and streamline those practices that will support us in supporting our students. Have a great day.